Today, we're going to listen to a story called Kites in Flight. Remember, good readers ask questions and find answers to things that they don't know in informational texts. And we can always use the words I wonder to help us make questions up to answer. So I see kites here in the sky. And I see people flying kites because I see the people. I wonder where they are going to fly the kites at. Will all of the kites look like the ones in this first picture? Well, let's read to find out.
Kites in flight. What different shaped kites do you see around you? Go anywhere in the world on a windy day, and you might see kites floating high in the sky. People have been flying kites for many years. Some people fly kites for fun. Other people fly kites to celebrate special holidays. Even scientists fly kites. They use kites to learn more about nature and changes in weather. Kites can be different shapes. Some kites are shaped like squares or circles. Others are shaped like rectangles. There are even kites shaped like animals. Kites are often very colorful. Sometimes people paint pictures on their kites. Every year, there is a big kite festival in Washington State. Kite flyers from all over the world bring their kites to this special event. There are contests to see which kites are the most beautiful, and other contests to see which kites make the most amazing movements in the sky.
So I read that they fly kites in Washington State every year at a big festival. I wonder where else they fly kites and what the other ones look like. I'm going to keep reading to find out.
Kite flying is a popular activity in India, especially during different festivals throughout the year. People fly their kites from rooftops or in open fields. In India, many of the kites are shaped like diamonds and are very colorful. Some kites are made from materials such as bamboo, which is a type of grass that grows in India. These kites are then covered with a very thin paper. This makes the kite very light and easy to fly. Many people in India play games together with their kites as the kites float in the air. You win the game if you keep your kite up in the air the longest. Every year, children in India have fun playing games with their kites.
So now I've read that they fly kites in India too, and their kites are usually diamonds and really colorful. I noticed that they look different than the ones in the last picture. These people made a game out of flying their kite. I wonder if they fly kites in other countries, and I wonder what those look like. Let's keep reading and see if we can find out.
Many people believe that the first kite was made in China thousands of years ago. Today, people in China still enjoy flying kites. Some kites are simple, while others have many parts and details. Kite flyers can use a flat kite. A flat kite is made of simple shapes, such as two flat squares. These kites are very colorful. People decorate these kites with designs showing important scenes in Chinese history. Other kites in China look like bugs, such as butterflies and dragonflies, which have wings. Some kites are even shaped like fish or birds. Many kites in China are made from bamboo and covered with silk, a thin, smooth material. People paint pictures on the silk to add decoration to their kites.
So now we've learned about kites in China as well, and they are made with silk, which is a very, very soft material. I wonder what other kites we'll find out about.
In South America, the country of Brazil has a long history of kite flying. People fly kites that look like spinning tops. The kites are very colorful and are used in games. These kites usually have 5 sides, with a rectangle on the bottom and a triangle on top. Can you count the 5 sides on the kite in the picture? People in Brazil make their own kites at home. They use wood to make the frame and thin tissue paper to make the kite. Some people paint the flag of Brazil on their kites. Others even add pictures of one of the country's soccer teams. You can see that people all around the world enjoy flying kites. Kites can be many shapes, colors, and sizes. Which kite is your favorite?
So we asked questions as we read about what other countries that we may see kites in and what other types. And we found out that kites are in all different types of countries and they could be made with a lot of different material. So by asking the questions, we were able to learn a lot more about it. Thank you for listening to our story today.